Nobody dismissed their contribution. We were simply saying, despite the contributions for years and years and years, players citing higher television ratings, attendance figures, franchise values as the reason for opting out. Now, wait a damn minute. The players also cited higher television ratings, attendance figures, and franchise values for opting out.
Did you know the WNBA just had its most watched season in 21 years? The league is on fire, breaking attendance records and scoring massive TV deals. So why are the players still struggling to make ends meet? I'm about to break down the wild world of WNBA salaries, and trust me, the numbers will shock you. From rookies earning less than some high school coaches to superstars making a fraction of their NBA counterparts, this is the untold story of the WNBA's fight for fair pay. You know what's crazy? A WNBA rookie makes less than some high school coaches. No joke. Picture this. You're a top WNBA draft pick, ready to dominate the court. You've got skills that would make LeBron do a double take. But your first paycheck? It's like someone forgot to add a 0 or 2. Let's break it down. A rookie in the WNBA is looking at a base salary of around $60,000. That's it. Some high school coaches in fancy districts are pulling in more than that. Meanwhile, their NBA counterparts, they're starting at $1 million plus. It's like comparing a tricycle to a Ferrari. But it's not just the rookies getting the short end of the stick. Even WNBA stars are struggling to keep up. While NBA rookies are out there buying mansions and driving luxury cars, WNBA players are sharing apartments and carpooling just to make rent. It's like they're playing in two different universes. Now, let's talk numbers.
The WNBA players have opted out of their current collective bargaining agreement and face the prospect of a work stoppage if they don't reach a new deal before the end of the season. The players also cited higher television ratings, attendance figures, and franchise values for opting out. I said, Caitlin Clark, rising tide lifts all boats.
Brace yourself, because this is where it gets wild. The average WNBA salary, it's hovering around $130,000. I know, that sounds pretty good, right? But hold up. The average NBA player, they're pulling in $8.5 million per year. That's not a typo. We're talking about a 65-fold difference. It's like comparing pocket change to Fort Knox. But here's where it gets really mind-bending. The WNBA just had its most watched season in 21 years. TV ratings? Through the roof. Attendance is up, merchandise is flying off the shelves. The league is on fire. So why are players still struggling? It's like they're playing two different games. One on the court where they're breaking records and wowing fans, and another off the court where they're fighting just to get by. The disconnect is insane. These women are elite athletes, the best of the best, yet some of them are working second jobs in the off-season just to make ends meet. So how much do WNBA players actually make? Let's break it down. The minimum salary for a WNBA player with no experience is $60,471. For players with 3 or more years, it jumps to $74,305. And the maximum, $234,936. That's for the cream of the crop, the superstars of the league. To put that in perspective, the NBA minimum salary is $1,017,781, and the maximum is over $40 million. It's not just about the individual salaries either. The entire WNBA salary cap for a team is $1.4 million. That's less than what a single average NBA player makes in a year. It's like trying to build a championship team with the budget of a lemonade stand. But wait, there's more. The salary cap drama is just the beginning. These women aren't just fighting for bigger paychecks.
Players citing higher television ratings, attendance figures, franchise values as the reason for opting out. Now, wait a damn minute. They only get 10% of basketball-related income compared to the 50% that the NBA players get.
They're battling for basic rights that most pro athletes take for granted. We're talking about things like decent travel conditions, maternity leave, and year-round health insurance. It's a whole other level of struggle that goes way beyond the numbers on their paychecks. Imagine winning a championship, then immediately hopping on a plane to Russia. Sound crazy? For WNBA stars, it's just another Tuesday. But here's the real kicker. This globetrotting isn't about fame or adventure. It's about survival. Let's talk about the WNBA off-season. You'd think these ballers would be kicking back, resting their bodies after a grueling season. Nope. They're packing their bags and jetting off to foreign leagues faster than you can say airball. Why? Because that's where the real money is. These women are hustling 24/7, 365 days a year. As soon as the WNBA season wraps up, they're suiting up for teams in Russia, Turkey, China, you name it. It's like they're living in a constant game of international basketball hot potato. And sure, the paychecks overseas are better, but at what cost? Playing year-round is brutal on the body. Injuries start piling up faster than dirty laundry. These women are pushing themselves to the absolute limit. And for what? Just to make a decent living doing what they love. It's insane. But wait, it gets crazier. Some players are literally choosing between having a family and keeping their careers. Imagine being told you can't have kids if you want to keep your job. That's the reality for some WNBA stars. It's like they're being asked to choose between their personal lives and their passion. Talk about a lose-lose situation. And don't even get me started on the travel situation. While NBA players are living it up in private jets, WNBA teams are crammed into coach like sardines. Even when they're nursing injuries. Picture this. You just sprained your ankle in a game, and now you're stuck in a middle seat for a cross-country flight. That's not just uncomfortable, it's downright dangerous for these athletes. The league is growing, no doubt about it. New teams are popping up, TV ratings are soaring, but the players? They're feeling left behind. It's like they're running a marathon in flip-flops while everyone else gets fancy running shoes. The WNBA is set to expand to 13 teams in 2025, with even more growth planned for 2026. But without some serious changes in how these women are treated and compensated, what's the point? So why are WNBA stars risking it all to play overseas? It's simple. They have to. It's not about glory or adventure. It's about making enough money to live comfortably and save for the future. These women are world-class athletes, but they're treated like part-time employees. But here's the real game changer. The players are fighting back. They're not just asking for better pay anymore.
As much as her presence was maximized by the WNBA, you players could have done more to assist it. Nobody dismissed their contribution. We were simply saying, despite the contributions for years and years and years.
They're demanding respect, proper working conditions, and the ability to have a life outside of basketball. And let me tell you, their list of demands is longer than a Brittany Griner wingspan. These women are ready to shake up the entire system, and they're not backing down. The ball's in the WNBA's court now, and the whole world is watching to see what they'll do next. All right, let's wrap this up. The WNBA is at a crossroads, and these ballers aren't messing around. They're demanding change, and the future of the league is hanging by a thread. It's do or die time. But here's the thing, you can make a difference. Want to support these incredible athletes? It's easier than you think. Follow the league, buy some merch, and most importantly, make some noise. Share their stories, tweet about their games, and let everyone know why the WNBA matters. These women are breaking records and putting on a show like no other. It's time they got paid what they're worth. The ball's in our court now. Let's show the world that women's basketball isn't just a game. It's a revolution. Are you in?